And we are live Wednesday night, guys. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. Just it's been a long day, but I'll make it. What's up?
Okay. I'm just hanging in there. It's been a rough beginning to the week here with I coach and everything. So
Yeah,
we've you know we've postponed days to the afternoon. Because it's the heat advisories here in the city, and you know these the kids and stuff they can't be out there in that heat. They don't want it because of the incidents that have taken place in the past where a couple of kids have passed and a couple of kids have had serious injuries due to the heat exhaustion and stuff like that. And
right.
if you remember, I think it was in recent time one of the kids collapsed or something like that. In the
Yeah,
heat,
I remember.
with an object and it's all kind of things. So they take a lot of precautions. So once we get the advisory notice, that's it. We can't have them out there. But the mornings have been rough until these advisories come in because the heat is drastically getting hot on that field. Somebody's great idea to go from grass to the artificial surface, a 100% in football was, he saved money, but it's like playing on a hot plate.
Yeah, yeah. For some reason, I had lost the channel page, and of course, I have to go back. I mean, I'm still in on Zoom, but I
Also,
gotta
playing
start.
did
There we go. I'm back in. Everything's back to normal. Anyway, what's
Derby.
good, man? I'm sorry. I was sending out invites, and then
Also,
I come home, and then what's up, Centroid? I sent you an invite if you want to pop in briefly. Um, I come home from work, I make $120, and before I get in the house, I had spent 50. I'm
uh,
like, how does that work?
did you see what Paul said?
Oh, Herman Lawrence, the link doesn't work. Paul, I sent you one. Ignore the one from Herman. I just recently sent you one, Paul, so that should work fine. I mean, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's what the thing has been so far this week.
well,
And
it's been hard on me because I have COPD, second stage, and today my boss plans. He has four freaking jobs. You figure you would call ahead and tell, hey, Paul, you would tell these people, look, he has respiratory issues. Put on the air conditioning. Now I'm struggling to breathe to get out of the car. The car has air conditioning, but then from the car to getting the stuff to load to taking these people's houses, and then you get in the house and they don't have air conditioning on. Talking about, oh, it's not that hot. Bullshit. I'm sorry. It's
Baloney, right?
baloney, right? It was a stressful day, and then
still
what's up, Ariel?
the
And then to have to,
definition of
I
hot
have
is.
breathing issues as it is. So imagine trying to breathe when the humidity is at. I'll tell you what it is right now. The humidity right now is at 82%.
Holy cow.
Okay, so if you ever take a hot rag and try to breathe through it, that's what I'm experiencing outside.
Well,
So
Paul, it's funny because it's not really that hot. It's just the humidity. It's got it out here feeling like almost 100 degrees.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And when you breathe, when the wind blows, it's hot, sticky air. I mean, the
I was
weather
out there
temperature is tolerable, like Herman said, but it's the actual freaking just being out there.
this morning. You could see the heat rising up off the field.
Yeah, yeah. So what's up, Paul? What's good with you?
Well, I just got done. Me and I went out and we flew uh, a commercial job and
Okay.
came back, and now I'm trying to figure out how the guy I guess I'm going to just give it to him on an SD card rather than trying to email, because my email service won't let me.
Email service is going to drop the quality of the video.
Yeah.
Messenger, unless you send it to them through Google Drive, I would just give it to them on an SD card and say, give my damn SD card back.
Yeah.
You know, which, by the way, I need to order some SD cards because I had noticed when I was put my generic SD card in with the Mavic 2 Pro, it was taking a while to save. Like you would stop recording, then you would see the little wheel going around. So that meant that it was taking that long to record to the card. So I have to.
Well, back up a minute. You said you now have a Mavic 2 Pro?
No, damn it. I didn't say
that. I was going to go, what? What?
No, I wish. No, I have, when my friend let me fly his,
Okay.
I have a generic SD card in my Mavic Pro.
Okay.
Right? It's a 64 gig, and it's not a Samsung, it's just a generic one. But when I was recording video and I hit the stop button, the little circle around the button would spin like this for about 5 seconds, and then it would stop, meaning that it was still recording to the SD card at that speed.
Okay.
Hey, Elliot, what's up? Send Troy. I don't want either one of the two of them. Let
me send Elliot a link. He's been misused and abused lately.
Has he been a good boy?
I don't know, but Elliot, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with Elliot.
I really like him because he adds a new flavor.
Well, as long as you don't talk politics, you're okay.
He said he can't, but what happened, Elliot? Where are you?
He can't. He's pregnant.
He didn't say pregnant. He's
give me a second, guys.
Okay.
Anyway.
So yeah, Paul. So how was your day?
Zoom not good. What?
What he said? Zoom not good. Why is Zoom not good?
Is he on strike against Zoom, or?
I don't know. What happened, Elliot? Or is it not working on where you at?
Zoom should work everywhere. It's just it's a transparent program that
it should.
He doesn't have to load Zoom. It will automatically, when he clicks that link.
Right. It did that when I first.
Just adapts them. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Yeah. So what'd you do all day, Paul?
Doesn't work with the phone. Should.
Yeah, it should work with the phone. Hey, Mr. Crowley.
Hello, Sean.
Hey, what's up, Sean? I'll send you an invite in a second. Give me a minute, man.
Yeah, because
it's a long, frazzling day.
Elliot says Zoom doesn't work with the phone, but Val uses it all the time with the phone.
That's because Elliot has to put another quarter in the slot for it to work.
Well, I don't know. What kind of phone does Val have?
I don't think it's a phone. It's the app, because I have Zoom on my phone and it's worked before. Okay. Well, you know what? I've never tried it on my phone, but I do have it.
You use the Hangouts on the phone.
Yeah. You're right about that. We'll have to test that out a little later on.
Val does it all the time.
Yeah, Val's on there all the time.
Yeah, I have the Zoom app right here, and if I go to Herman's meeting. If I go to Herman's window, hold on a second. Let's open up Zoom and the invite. Copy URL. That's just a bunch of.
Copy the right one.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. Let me see. Okay, I have a meeting number. So join Lawrence Clark. OBICE quads. Join with a personal link. Meeting ID. Okay. Here we go. 5088 5088 208 208 63.
Why don't you just broadcast that to Ed.
Yeah, I got it. Let's see what's happening. You guys make it an echo, so I might have to mute. Allow Zoom and join with video.
There you are.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
allow. Wait a minute.
John does it all the time. He goes back and forth.
There you are.
There we go. You get a double echo from me?
Nope.
Oh, cool.
John Donato does it all the time. He runs back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working fine. I'm impressed.
You could actually do that if you wanted to show something specific. It's like Russell out west when he runs out and goes on the hoverboard and he signs in.
Yeah, see? All right, cool. All right, we got it working. Anyway, Mr. Foley, I did send you an invite. Let me exit out of here.
Paul,
I know it does work.
I hope that he never has a spill on that thing when he's live, because it's not going to be good.
You hope what?
That Russell never has a spill on that hoverboard.
Yeah, when he's riding around.
You had to see him. He took his Inspire out for a flight yesterday, Lawrence.
Who?
Russell.
Oh, get out of here.
The one he got, yeah.
Yeah? So a few people did get him.
It was a cardboard cutout.
Oh, it was a cardboard cutout.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
And he was flying around the neighborhood like a frisbee. He'd throw it and go get it. Throw it.
He was riding on the hoverboard with it. And then he'd go into sports mode and throw it.
I sent you an invite, Elliot. Just click allow it to do whatever it's going to do. There's Sean, a.k.a. Zeus.
Hey, Sean.
How are you, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Nothing, man. Let me tell you something. If you guys, for you guys out there that smoke,
What?
smoke. I have COPD, and on a day like today,
Somebody's didn't mute their Facebook.
I'm really, really laboring here. Breathe. For you guys out there,
Sean, did you mute your Facebook?
John.
Hold on.
oh, I can hear him.
Yeah, we could hear also the
The
conversation.
double. The double.
Yeah, I got rid of the double, but I don't know why. There we go.
I sent the echo. I
Okay.
sent the invite,
He
Elliot.
sent the echo invite. He did.
I got the echo invite.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Lawrence,
Hello.
I don't know how much everyone is. Hey, Roger, what's going on?
I sent you an invite too, Roger.
If anybody was interested, according to Fox News Channel, overnight a U.S. military drone was shot down in Yemen.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
You know what?
Houthi rebels that was supposedly backed. Yeah, supposed to be backed by Iran.
Iran, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
You know, I could find out the truth to that. You know, the guy, the drone guy,
find out the truth to it.
he's from Yemen. He watches the Yemen news all the time on his phone.
But is he there?
He's at work now. Yeah, I'd have to go over there and find out what's going on.
Who's 45 number one? Is that Elliot?
Yeah, probably. FYI, for anyone that's in the New York metropolitan, New York City 5-borough area, tomorrow, on 8/22 at I think 3 p.m. or up until 3 p.m. I don't know how early they're starting, but up until 3 p.m. they will be flying 24 jets down the Hudson River. Why 24? I don't know. Show of force, whatever. But they're going to be flying right over the Statue of Liberty. So I guess they're filming some kind of special movie or commercial or something. In fact, who had sent it to me? I saw it on Facebook, and I just thought it was strange that here it is. I got it. Okay. Notify NYC. Notification issued 8/21/2019 at 12:13. 24 fighter jet aircraft will be conducting a military flyover on the Hudson River near the Statue of Liberty and the Verrazano Bridge, 8/22 at 9:30 a.m. The aircraft will fly approximately 2,500 to 3,000 feet. So why the hell, never mind. The hell with it. But I would go to air anyway.
Lauren,
There he is.
just to give you a little heads up on this. It's the Blue Angels, the Thunderbirds, the red ones that are from Canada,
Yeah.
and the other ones that are from England. It's all like the show ones that they have that are going out there once. It's the
Okay.
first time that it's ever been done.
Okay. All right.
You gonna give shots of that, Elliot?
Be right back.
I wish.
He had a camera that could focus at 2,500 feet. It would be fine.
I did 5 miles when I compressed the shot of Statue of Liberty and Empire State Building.
You did what? 5 miles.
Yeah. When you shoot that shot from Teardrop Memorial
Yeah.
and you line up the Statue of Liberty with the Empire State Building,
Oh, I got you. Okay.
so that's
Interesting.
that's 5 miles actually. So
Wow.
2,500. But yeah, you do need something like a 600 millimeter lens for something like this.
Hey, Rick Halliburton.
And it's Elliot. The further it gets away, isn't it harder to keep it in the focus because it's moving?
Yeah, the speed and also the focus in. Yeah, it's very hard.
What's up, Rick Halliburton? How are you? And
Hey, Greg, how's it going, man?
how is everybody doing?
Hey, Rick.
How was your day, Elliot?
My day was good. I went down to your favorite mansion on 71st Street today.
Who?
Where?
I went and I took some pictures of the Joseph Epstein mansion.
Okay.
And
I wish my uncle was alive, because if my uncle was a photographer, he used to actually work with the Village Voice before it became the Village Voice. And
wow.
he always had his 35 millimeter cameras, and he developed his own pictures and everything. If he were alive today, I know he would probably have an Inspire 2 and a Phantom 4 Pro.
Well, the cool thing about the Village Voice was if you always wanted to find the hooker ads, they were always in the back of the Village Voice.
And you know this how?
It was a project that I was working on in school.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Elliot.
How's that for the after-school special?
So, Mr.
Yeah.
After school special.
So
So
the student discounts that they gave.
After school special.
now, is it me, or does Elliot sound like he's underwater?
It sounds a little distorted.
A
but
little
it's-
hollow. It sounds a little hollow. Okay, don't worry about it. All right. Mr. Crowley, how
Could
are
be
you?
these
sir?
headphones. That's why.
Hey, you're an FPV guy, right?
I do both, guys.
You do both?
Yeah, I do. I have a Maverick Pro. I have a Maxmon Maverick Pro.
Okay.
Pro
Okay.
that I
For
fly.
some reason, I was thinking that you were strictly FPV.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody, I've been labeled as because my last couple of drones have been racing FPVs.
Yeah, I went out with my Mega B, and I was really pissed off because it dawned on me after my second crash that the zip ties that hold my GoPro on,
Yeah.
one of them was loose. And while I was flying, it looks like I have tremor.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The vibration it gets is insane.
Yeah, so now I need to go and restrap it back down. It's good, but it's also a 30 degree. I found a spot that shows 15 that has 15-degree mounts. So
Yep.
I'm gonna go with that. But anyway, enough.
Now,
of
which
that.
one is that? The one with the orange holder there?
Yeah, Mega B. Mega B V2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
So
what are you using for a camera?
My hero session.
Session?
Yeah, this hero session.
Yep.
I have it set for 1080 at 60, and I can slow it down to at least 30 frames if I have to.
That's what I need is a camera like that. I gotta get myself a session.
If you can get your hand on a hero session, and 4 or 5, they're gold right now because they don't make them anymore. So if you know somebody who has them in abundance, please contact me and let me know.
I see every now and then the 5 for about $150.
It's worth it.
Is it?
It's worth it because it has GPS on it. And sorry guys, I'll get back to the subject. I didn't know this, but the reason it has GPS is because if your bird goes down, you can use a GPS to find the camera.
Right.
Now,
right.
I didn't know this until I lost it on my very first drone. Because an idiot, I said, what do I need GPS on for? On a camera. And then, of course, Justin told me, yeah, it's so you could find the camera if you lose it.
Yeah, exactly.
I lost it, but GPS wasn't on. So it's still back in the woods somewhere, totally waterproof. It's just, I need a payload or shovel to dig my way in there.
I actually think if you go back there with a lot of bug spray on, you'll be all right.
A lot of bug spray. How about in one of those bee costumes?
All right, what you do is you get some of that. What's that stuff from Avon, and just lather up with it and go straight in there. The bugs won't even bother you.
You know, Justin has been saying, let's go back there and look for that bird. And it's completely waterproof, which means it survived a winter already. And this is the second summer that it's back there.
You can wait.
That phone.
But if I wait until all the leaves fall off, I may never see it again.
Well, if you wait till the leaves fall off, it may be easier to see it.
Possibility. But I would have to go back there with the radio only because in the summertime, a lot of vagrants go back there and set up tents and stuff.
Yeah, we have a place called Tent City. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I went back. Wait a minute, who's repairing bikes back here in the middle of the freaking woods?
Right.
And come to find out, it's one guy that lives there, and every time he finds a bike, he brings it back to the woods, repairs it, has a different bike to ride every day. But he doesn't want to pay rent for an apartment. Go figure.
He finds a bike.
Dude, the way cops snatch people up off the streets out here, yeah, you can find a bike.
So in other words, there's just bikes laying around, sometimes abandoned, huh?
Hold on a second, I'm sorry.
Dude, the price of a bike nowadays for a good bike, shit, I can't leave it laying around.
No, you can find something for like $150 for a decent bike. I'm talking a good bike.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be right back. I have to go outside and get dinner.
I'll tell you, the bikes, they're ridiculous now. I went to this bike store and I walked in there and I'm like, wow, I'm like, look at these bikes. And also I look at the price tag, $6,000. I'm like, you guys got your heads up your asses. I'm like, where's the BMXs when I was a kid, you know? Or the 10 speed, just right, like, yeah, go to Walmart.
The big new ones now are the mountain bikes that have the electric motors on them, and they go zipping by at 35 miles an hour.
Those are
those are the guys. Those are the guys that are riding on the sidewalk over here in Brooklyn. You just want to take a broomstick and shove it in their fork.
Yeah.
You see what happens when you do that.
You go watch them go failing forward a few feet.
Get a little anger towards these guys, I see, huh?
Actually,
you know, man, it's like the Wild West. That they're out there. Remember how like the horses were running free and everything? They're not regulating these guys. They're riding on sidewalks. They're riding on bike lanes. They're riding all over the place. And, they're going to start hitting people, and people are going to get hurt.
Elliot, I've seen what happens when you get a stick right in between the front wheel and
yep.
in between this. I've seen what happens. What happens once it hits the fork, the bike does a dead stop on the front wheel and throws
it goes over.
Right over. It's called an endo. Endo.
What's
Uh,
called an endo? That's called
Somebody's gonna be getting their Uber Eats a little late.
Hey Val, I sent you a link, Val.
When I saw
Ignore the
that,
link
I
from
looked-
Herman.
couldn't stop laughing at that.
Ignore the link from Herman. Hey, what's up, Furball?
And the link from Herman doesn't work. It tells you that he's involved with other people.
And Herman, you need to read the chat more because Curveball says, okay, see you guys if you're reading the chat. Well, I happen to usually always read the chat, but because this is Herman's,
Half the time I
Tuesday night
can't
with those
see it.
guys, and I know he needs his glasses on, I'm going to mess with him anyway.
Hey Herman, when were you gonna get me that invite down on the field over there for the practice?
Well, you never got back to me.
Well, okay, I'm getting back to you.
All right, I'm going to talk to the guy. Probably after we get back.
After you get back from where?
Camp.
Yeah, he's going to camp this weekend. Once they go up to camp and fatten themselves up and get all bruised up, he'll be back down next weekend.
So Herman's going bear hunting again, or?
No, he's football camp.
Go to football camp.
Oh,
You know that they are last year's champions. They still are champions until someone else claims a title. But they
are the defending champions.
Yes, they are the defending champions. And in fact, Herman has not taken his ring off yet.
Yeah,
What is
I
that?
have. Yeah, I did. I
What
took
What
it
is
off.
that, Sean?
Let's see it.
there, Sean.
You'll like this one.
What is
Let's
it?
see it.
What's
Herman,
that
let's see
camera?
that ring.
This is a Diatone 548 7th anniversary drone, 130 mile an hour top end.
See,
crap.
something like that, I would disintegrate it into the concrete.
Well, I'm gonna put GPS on it because I'm afraid it's gonna get lost far into the woods.
Okay, I would highly suggest you put GPS on it only because, like I just said, no GPS, no get her back.
So I don't want to lose this one. I only fly this one in huge fields.
Okay.
What kind of range does that have?
Probably a quarter mile.
Well, that's
What
about
receiver?
15
Some
seconds in
Gus
each direction.
RXSR?
Yeah, it only goes about quarter mile, half a mile. You could do.
What receiver?
It's the Black Sheep. Team
Okay.
Black Sheep.
Okay. All
The
right.
Unify. It's got the good one with the 800 milliwatt, so it goes out really far.
Hey, Sean, I'm not a mathematical genius, but at 110 miles an hour, and you can go a quarter mile. How many seconds is that?
That's only a few. I don't fly that fast, Paul.
Okay.
It's 130
How
actually.
are you, Anthony
Oh, it
Benson?
goes 130. Oh my God.
Top end's 130. I fly at around 80, 90 miles an hour, So,
Well, I didn't know this until yesterday, but that Mega Bee gets up to about 30 miles an hour, even though it's for cruising slow.
yeah.
But at full throttle, that little thing cooks.
Oh, yeah. Well, I also have a 2.5 inch Walkera Rodeo, and
Yeah.
that'll do like 45 miles an hour.
Oh, I can believe it.
And it's just
Sean, I'm waiting for you to get an X-wing. Somebody's got to step up.
I've been actually thinking about it because it looks pretty cool.
An
And I'm like,
X-wing?
yeah.
It's called the X-Class. It's about 4 feet.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Oh, no, the X-Wing. No way, man. Too
That
big.
wouldn't be
Too
allowed
fast.
into my house.
And the motors are bigger than your fist.
I've seen
Paul,
a
I would
couple of
destroy
them,
that.
and at a minimum they do 100 miles an hour. At a
Yeah, like
minimum.
140, 160.
I would destroy it. That's not for me. I
Picture of that?
know my limitations.
I have a hard enough time with these here. Can you imagine something 4 feet by 4 feet?
No. You ever watch them? It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
What are you trying to do, Elliot? Oh,
Oh, that's really nice. Dude, that's a nice
That's a nice
shot.
picture.
that's a nice picture. Wait a minute. Wait, that's in New York.
Yeah.
That's at Central Park.
That's a real
Yeah.
nice picture.
That's a
Yeah,
really nice
okay.
picture, Elliot.
Nice,
I
nice.
didn't.
Bushes, Elliot.
Sorry about that. I thought I was able to send it to somebody. I didn't know that it was going to come up on
Well,
the
you
screen.
sent it to all of us. We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
No problem.
Anthony
That was-
Benson says he has a helicopter that size. In fact, bigger.
Okay. Now I've seen some big helicopters.
Well, back in the 80s, when I first started flying radio-controlled helicopter, you know, they had a top rotor and a tail pusher. Mine was about 6 feet long, and it was a chainsaw motor. You had to start it, and you had to put gas. Oh man!
He says his has a chainsaw motor.
Yeah.
Okay.
His has.
I didn't fly that very long. It was tough to fly. I mean, you had no kind of assist at all. It was completely addy. And second of all, is I didn't like the gas all over you all the time because you're always fueling the thing up.
You know, I've seen some big jets and stuff like that, and big helicopters. These guys on YouTube have on some of these channels, and some of them like you can put small children in them.
Yep. In fact, the newer copters, the bigger ones, you've seen them where they do the dance out there and up and down and back.
Now, see, I worry about those because you got to figure they're designed to fly normally.
Yep.
And these guys make them dance and do like
Yep.
this,
Flip and
you know,
flop. Yep.
all of this stuff. How much stress is that on the body of the?
It is stress, but it does absorb it because I had two of them, and I had two 650, 600, or whatever it was, helicopters. The thing with me, why I got out of them, you come down and you hit the ground wrong, and you hit that prop. It
Yeah.
rips off the back tail prop. It
Yeah.
bends the back frame.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, every time you land, it's $200 to fix it.
Yeah.
It was just,
Wow.
it wasn't for me. I realized it with drones, I can crash, I can fly, I can, and
Hey, what's up, Mike Goats Drone Shots? Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys. Thanks for the support. You just supported Herman. Mike Goats just supported your channel.
nice.
Thank
In
you.
fact,
Thank you.
Mike Goats, I'll do the same and support. We do that in here. If you don't have us supported, please support us. We cannot use that other word that YouTube will flag you for. I am number 53, Mike Goats, Novice Quads.
Mike, I'm
Just
supporting
supported your channel.
supporting your channel too. Hey guys, everybody in the chat, you know, check each other's channels out, support each other.
Yes, please do. Please do. Guys, give me one more second. The dancing copters are awesome to watch. They are, but I've seen regular helicopters crash. So I could imagine one of those crashing and sending a blade towards you at 250 miles an hour.
Well, I know a guy that crashed his right over here at Garrison at the airfield.
Did he just leave it there, or he picked up the pieces and went?
No, he picked it up. He rebuilt it. He's crashed a couple of them, but they actually crashed two of these helicopters that cost him a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as you've got the money to repair them, you know, yeah. I had an Align M690L, which was a hexacopter, large scale.
Hmm.
And I took off one time, and all of a sudden it veered to the right, clipped a tree, and it cost me $900 to get it fixed.
Wow.
He actually wanted to teach me how to fly them, but I didn't have a $3,000 helicopter to be out there flying with them.
Yeah, guys, please support each other. You already know the routine. If you have someone in the chat that you have not supported, support them.
And you guys feel free to hit the like button.
And
Please do that.
Lawrence and Phantom, Herman, you guys almost had a $5,000 helicopter to fly.
Almost.
Well, you want to know what? Everything happens for a reason,
Well,
you know, so.
I guess what Sean's supposed to cover the outcome of that whole
Yeah, Sean's still digging in. Oh, I did have one more thing to report. Remember I said that I got my money back,
Right.
and the order was still there. And then late yesterday, they took off the pricing of the order. And then I got an email today said that they had removed my order because the company that was the third party seller was unable to ship them. No explanation, just they removed the order. I go back and look. Yep, it's gone.
Mm.
Well, here's something. Do you know of anyone that did get one?
No.
I did. No, I didn't.
Other
I
than
was about to curse you out.
Russell
Sean.
got a cardboard cutout.
That was too funny. Him riding around on the hoverboard,
Throwing it,
with a cardboard cutout of a drone with the propellers drawn on the top.
drawing on the wings. Yeah.
Did he do that?
When he went
Oh,
to the
yeah.
rush mode, as he'd go real fast on the hoverboard and then throw it.
Throw it like a frisbee. Yep, he was hilarious.
But yeah, that's something that I figured somebody would have gotten something. But I mean, you know what it is? If they didn't have any to send out to begin with, then nobody would get. But if they did, somebody would have gotten something.
Either that or they caught it early and they were scrambling to make sure none of them shipped before they even worried about what the orders that weren't going to ship yet, you know?
Right.
That's interesting on how they would have found out, because a lot of times no one finds out until after it's it's a spike in the orders.
Well, according to Sean now, the latest is it could be upwards of $15 to $30 million worth of products that were ordered.
Wow.
Right. I'm
Wow.
telling you, had to be easy.
Yep. I think it's more than that, but
Easy.
it spread like wildfire.
That's insane. That's awesome. That just shows you how many people want to be in it too.
Hey, if
Plus how many people are entrepreneurs.
Well, you know, if DJI were smart, they'd turn around and offer 30% off coupons to everybody and say, you know, just you can still buy one. We'll give you a 30% off and let you buy one.
Yeah, just to save face, you know.
Yep.
they may not even care, or they may not even know, because that was what was that company? What was the name of that company, Paul? With
Econ. Econ. Yep.
You know they don't want nobody to know what happened.
Well, and it was kept off the national news. And the interesting part was when Sean talked to representatives of both companies, they said that the refunds were going to be going out. And then they also said that the orders, because he would say, oh, well, then you're going to cancel the orders. They said, no, we're going to purge the orders. So that means like it never happened.
Never existed.
In fact, I went to my bank account.
Just to cover their ass.
Yeah, I went to my bank account. It never showed the transaction ever happened.
Yeah, and you know why? Because once it's been purged, it's totally deleted.
Yep.
Right.
And I think that's kind of messed up, because some guys should have took screenshots, and
Yep.
I still feel some of you guys out there should have got.
I'm sure the attorneys worked real hard to make sure covering their
I
book.
told them, if you purge it and let them know you're purging your system, oh, your information got lost. We can do nothing. That happens in a purge. That's legally binding. Elliot, what are we eating?
You actually see? Oh, you see me or you hear me?
I see you. You look like a
We saw you.
You look like a chipmunk. You know, I'm not going to say.
I'm trying to be quiet and just take in the conversation. I didn't know I was going on mic. I'm sorry.
You know, like that.
We got
I know,
Marshall.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Well, whatever it was,
Freaking pretzel.
it was delectable, I think.
Oh, it's delicious. It's one of those microwave pretzels.
Oh,
So there is no one out there that we know of that got one.
nope.
Well,
Damn.
we're still waiting to Val get her.
Well, she got noticed and she checked her bank account. The money's back. No notification that it ever went out or went in. Nothing. Boom, the money's back.
It probably exhausted the time the bank would put it on hold. Oh
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's like 24 or 48 hours or something like that.
It was actually almost, in my case, it was 72 hours because I placed my order Friday morning and it didn't come back until Monday afternoon. Boom.
Yeah, and I think
It just shows you don't have to follow the rules if you get the cash.
Yeah, if you're a big boy, you're a big boy.
well, this is true. And you think about it, Walmart is one of the largest families here in the United States in retail. Okay. I didn't know that until a couple of days ago, but apparently they have enough money to stop things from happening.
Yep.
Hey,
Well-
Elliot, we can still see you.
Well, you know what?
No, I'm playing. We can't see you, Elliot.
Hey, nobody told Elliot how to change, if he wanted to, not saying he has to, how to change his name on screen.
I think he did it purposely.
I did that already.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Do I know how to speak squirrel?
Now you sound like Val talking about giraffe noises.
Just don't start honking. Like,
No, see, there was a messed up joke. Me and my boy used to go, how do you catch a hood rat? Says, wrap a piece of cheese in $1.
There you go.
I know that was so bad. That was really so bad.
That was good.
What, you got another picture?
Oh,
hey, we're not. This is not that kind of channel, bro.
is she one of your subscribers there, Elliot?
She's a
Yes,
pilot.
she is. Yes, she is.
You know what
He's
he
a pilot.
pulled, right? You know what he
Huh?
pulled, right? You know, I'm this photographer. I would love to take your picture and give you a copy. You know, and if you want any more work done, come to my address at.
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
Don't encourage him in his behavior.
Yeah,
He's-
that's true. You cannot encourage him.
That's
They
how
had a
you get the little.
disclaimer on ad problems, Rick Halber says. They had a disclaimer on ad problems. You know what? The disclaimer should have said somebody effed up
yeah.
and we can't afford to put it out. Plain and simple. The
The,
hell with the ad problems.
The other interesting thing too is Elliot, is there was a period of time not too long ago when all these women wanted to have these provocative pictures. There was a trend, remember? They wanted to get all these provocative pictures taken of themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I bet Elliot made a lot of money on that.
I do have a few of those that I am not sharing, but yes,
Thank you.
they're called
Thank you.
boudoir shots.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can
Dude,
send
I got home video.
them to me in Messenger.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Lawrence would be happy to look at your editing.
That started back with even with the 35 millimeter.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's like where you know where the photo mat is that will develop those kinds of
Hey,
shots.
Elliot, you have a
Yeah.
shot.
Photoshop.
I want you to show them that shot of the Empire State Building that you got.
Yeah, the one you,
No, there's a shot of the Empire State Building where I think you're looking north.
yeah.
Yeah, Rick, I wish someone would have gotten one.
Yeah, that's
What do
true.
you mean? That I'm looking south, or which
Yes,
one are you
south,
talking
south,
about?
south. Sorry, you're
South.
looking south. Yeah. Yes.
That I am looking south.
All right, your picture froze. Put another quarter in.
No, it didn't freeze, man. I'm looking for that photo that you're talking about.
Okay. All right. So
Now
let's see.
it's not this one, is it?
Yes, that's the one I
That
want.
looks really cool.
With the Freedom Tower in the background.
Now, Elliot, I got a question
Yes.
about this picture.
Go ahead.
You don't have to tell me exactly where you were, but that's not the one
I can tell you exactly.
at Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, that's top of the rock.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That would make a lot of sense.
That was a zoomed in shot.
Mhm.
So how did you get permission to go to the top of Rockefeller Center?
You can go up there.
You pay them and you go up there.
Oh, I didn't know they gave tours.
Observation tower, right?
Lawrence, I got to tell you something
Yeah.
about over the NBC studios and all of that. Before the incident at the Trade Center, right, I used to go down there all the time and like made deliveries for the supply house. And you could just take a box and just wander the building with the box in your hand. No walk past to TV studios while they were in there doing the recording. Nobody would stop you. You just wander by. It was in there lost one day. Truck downstairs in the loading dock, and I'm just walking around with a box trying to find this guy to give it to him. Wow. They never stopped you.
Wow. I could believe that.
See, wait a second.
They get a comb everywhere you go.
Oh yeah. Now you got to get blood, retina scan, everything.
They go through all the hairs, fine tooth comb.
This is how my camera was moving while I was flying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doing
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I'm really, really upset because the first day I took it out,
Ooh, that's nice, Elliot.
there's the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah, it's nice.
And that's taken from John Street, isn't it?
Yes.
On the park.
Yeah.
Now, which tower is that under construction in the background? It's probably built by now, isn't it?
There's
No,
3
that's
under
a couple
construction.
This is a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
You see that Verizon building there? I worked in that building when they were renovating it.
Yeah.
Nightmare. They were
Why?
They were blasting holes through from floor to floor to get new risers and all kind of stuff going on. And they totally renovated that Verizon building.
Oh, it's this one that's
Yeah,
broke.
by the way, there it is. There you go.
Top of the rock.
VIP.
pass.
Uh-oh, look at them.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Lock the daughters up.
Like
Yeah. That's, you don't have to wait in line for that.
You know what
That's
I've
the
come
one
to
that gets
realize?
you right to the front.
You want to know what I've come to realize? Hold it.
You guys hit the like button.
Mike Goat says, I don't see the like button on these live chats when I'm on my phone. Where is it hiding? If you hit X and close the chat, you'll see the like, the no, the like, dislike, and then it'll see live chat. So you can close the live chat and then go back.
Like it and then hit live
and
chat.
go back and then hit live chat. I live chat, damn it.
Yeah, that one.
That one, man.
You know what I come to realize at the age 54? At the age of 54, I hate wearing glasses.
Oh, tell me about it.
Lawrence, have you always had to wear glasses?
No, well, I used to wear glasses when I was younger. Now it's for reading. I can still see a golf ball 150 yards in the grass,
It's up close.
but I can't read a damn restaurant menu. It's like fine print to me.
I didn't start wearing glasses until I was about 50, 52, 54 years old, and then I went right straight into bifocals.
You know what's funny about that, Paul? They gave me a prescription for glasses. I was, I want to say 30-something years old. I can't exactly remember, but the glasses sat in the box, and I got the next pair, and they sat in the box, and the next pair, and they sat in the box. And eventually, when I was like, where the hell are those damn glasses? Because I can't see a thing. So now I have to wear them to read. If not, I can't even read what I wrote.
That's
Wow.
not
Yeah,
good.
same here. I'm blind as a bat.
But like far away or big objects, oh yeah, I can see that.
But I have to wear contacts when I'm using goggles.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people get the lenses on their fat
The
tracks.
fact charts, yep.
They
Yeah,
get
you can. I heard you can get diopters to put in
Yep.
fat
Right.
cells. Do those
Yep.
do those really work?
Yeah, they do. A lot of people swear by it. So it's supposed to be just like looking through glasses, you know?
You know what's funny? After looking at this, I didn't know zip ties could stretch
Yeah.
because I'm looking at this and these zip ties are intact, which means
Zip ties can stretch.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing, some of them are not made for certain applications, so it's
Yeah.
probably
I think
too
a
big.
zip tie that stretches is called a rubber band, I think.
No, it's probably too big.
okay, Elliot, go back to eating your food. I need some of them zip ties that you use, Herman, as an electrician. You got any?
Smaller ones. I have some zip ties.
I need, next time I come over, I need a handful because this is not cool. Like this is not good. Because
You know, as an electrician, you acquire a lot of things.
Well, the other thing too, Herman, it is, you know, I have zip ties too, but they seem to disappear.
Oh,
well, did you, that thing between you and Lynn, keep that private.
Keep it between Lynn and I. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Keep that to yourself.
Just because of zip ties doesn't mean they're handcuffs.
Now the other.
By the way,
Well, tell that
Night
to New York
train.
City. Tell that to New York City cops.
night train, plastic does not stretch. Rubber stretches.
Yeah.
Plastic does not stretch.
But those are plastic
Night
zip
train.
ties, and I put them on as tight as possible, and now I have an eighth of an inch play.
I'm trying to tell you, they're probably too big. And what's happening is you're going around a smaller spot and you're pulling it past it where it's supposed to lock.
Where the lines are on the, yep.
Interesting.
So if you had the smaller ones for the
The
smaller
other, the other thing too, I don't quite understand is Lawrence. It almost looks like you should have a support on the back of that thing to keep it from wiggle wobbling.
Well,
To the front
actually,
and the
the
back.
battery goes back there.
Yeah, but couldn't you
Oh,
come
the
up with a
camera.
U design like this that goes on the back? Battery flies goes in between, and
Well,
you
here,
have two legs going out the back. Or,
this is basically how it's supposed to go, with the battery on back, so it couples to the power supply. Now, this in reality and in the racing drone world, to have a power source near an antenna is not cool. So I'm actually thinking about bottom mounting my battery there, bottom mounting the battery like this,
You can't move the antenna.
and then I could actually move this back some. And there's actually two slots. See where the strap is?
oh yeah, yeah,
I can put the camera there. You understand?
right.
My problem is, and it would be pretty centered if I put the camera here where this battery is. So that's
Would that affect any of the flight characteristics?
You can't
no,
move the
not
antenna.
really. Not really. In fact, it would make it bottom heavy. So when I do flip, it won't keep going unless I push it. What's
Right.
up?
Art, you can't move the antenna is what you're saying.
No. But I'm gonna figure out a way to put the batteries on the bottom because that seems to.
Now you're going to be landing on your battery.
Well, I only fly over grass right now anyway. I'm not like Gino and those guys. Hey, Sean, Geeksvana. What's good, Cool Bick? You guys can come on in if you
What's
want.
up,
I'll send you a link
Now, Sean, Geek Savannah is,
in the UK.
yeah, but he's starting exactly after you with his initial weekly show.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yep,
right.
7 o'clock tonight.
Geeksvana is from the UK. His government name is Sean.
Yep.
And he does drone news.
Drone News, and he's going to have a show tonight, his first show, inaugural show, at 7 o'clock.
You know what? I will definitely be there to support.
Hey, Lawrence, did you hear that the FAA has approved for the Kansas Department of Transportation to be able to fly drones beyond the line of sight, or beyond the visual line of sight,
No.
meaning that they will have no ground observation or any ground radar on these drones.
Well, Lawrence, have you ever been to Kansas?
Oh no.
There isn't a whole lot to hit. I mean, you can drive for hundreds of miles, and all it is corn.
Wait a minute. Brent
That's what I was
Nunley.
about to tell you.
Hold on a second, guys. Brent Nunley says that I can get skids for the battery. Skid
Yes.
plates.
Okay.
3D printed. You know what? I didn't
I've
think
seen a
about
skid plate. Yep.
That's interesting.
Matt, what's good, man?
Big Matt, what's good? He's down south in South Carolina taking
How
some
you
great
feeling, man?
pictures. Taking some really good pictures down there.
But Herman, you're right. If any place to test it, I would say Kansas is the place to test.
Well, they're gonna do 9 miles,
My
right?
only problem with Kansas is I saw the Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
I don't think I'd like that place.
You know what? Honestly, and we actually end up in Kansas because we will. Never mind.
What do you mean you don't like my apples?
Never mind.
Hey, cool Vic, I sent that link already.
I was about to tell you why we end up in Kansas, but it wasn't.
Herman just edited his thoughts.
Yeah. No, because he mentioned he saw the Wizard of Oz, and anyway, they're gonna be flying 9 miles over a rural area in Kansas.
You could fly out there until there's no way,
See, that's the problem. When you're an urban flyer, Paul, and everyone else, when you're an urban flyer, to go to a place where there's nothing, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what direction to go in.
When you're driving in Kansas, let's say you're on the freeway and you're going to like Oklahoma or someplace, and all of a sudden you see what looks like tiny buildings in the distance. It's the next town.
That's Kansas.
And you keep driving for 20 minutes and it keeps getting a little bigger, a little bigger. And then a half hour, 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Brent Nunley, thank you for that tip, because I actually have a 2 mil plate here somewhere from another drone, actually a skid plate right here. This has a silicone wrap.
I need to get that.
I'll take this off and use this as a skid plate for the battery.
Yep.
What's up, Ray? How's it going?
Operate tomorrow. What's up, cool Bic?
Don't take the wrap off. Just leave it on there so it doesn't move the battery.
Right, so it doesn't slide.
Yeah, just leave it on so it doesn't move the battery.
Good move. Good move.
Yeah.
See, that's why we love this drone community. Right here, Brent Nunley.
Yep.
This is what I'm going to use. Right.
Okay.
Non-silicone stick, so when I crash, the battery won't slide out along with the plate. And this will definitely work on here.
Where'd you get that, Lawrence?
This was from a Wizard X220.
Really?
Yeah, it was the top plate for it. I actually have Justin Drone Evolution NYC building me a long range quad, and this was actually the battery plate on the X220.
Lawrence, did you send him the link?
Yeah, I sent Justin a link.
Okay.
Yes, I did. But this will work out real good, because if the battery is here, let me see if I can get this in right. If the battery is here, the plate is just big enough. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Same
so that works out really, really good. I really appreciate that idea. Seriously.
Yep.
Oh.
You just crashed it.
Yeah, right.
Drawing board.
That was short-lived. How are you, man?
You're doing real good.
Hey, Ray.
Yo.
You know, tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, at 2,500 feet, there's going to be about 24 jets flying over the Statue of Liberty and down the Hudson River, right? At 2,500 to 3,000 feet.
I'm going to try to make it out there, but they're putting up a TFR tomorrow, too, temporary.
Yeah, for those jets to come through.
Elliot's going to be on top of a tall building.
Elliot said that they are shooting the Blue Angels, all of the top aerobatics,
the Thunderbirds, Blue Angels,
planes, yeah, all of them are going to be doing some kind of special flyover
at 2,500 feet.
How come they call me?
Less. It's going to be less than 2,500.
Hello, Mike.
Well, hold on. I have it right here. I have it right here. It says notify NYC. 24 fighter jet aircraft will be conducting a military flyover of the Hudson River near the Statue of Liberty and the Verrazano Bridge at 9:30 in the morning. So you may hear a couple of pops of thunder as they try to break the sound barrier going out. I do believe you're not supposed to hit the sound barrier under a certain altitude, which I know is a crock of bull because
They do it anyways.
living next to JFK International Airport, remember the Concorde?
Yeah.
Well, they used to break the sound barrier just as they got over the edge of the land and hit the water. And neighbors started complaining about windows breaking and stuff like that. So now, when it got out over the water a few miles away, all of a sudden you hear this loud thunder. So I'm just wondering what the hell they're going to do tomorrow. They have to keep it sub-supersonic, definitely.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
have you been at the airport when that thing takes off?
No, but I'm 3 miles away. I'm close enough. I've seen it fly.
No. I've been at the airport, working on the airport grounds. When that thing starts up, it's not pretty.
I could imagine because the high school, Beach Channel High School, if you Google map it, is in a flight path. They can only use the longest runway at JFK Airport. It can only land on that runway and take off. And they used to take off over us, and people would say the Concorde is coming over the speaker because you could hear it rumbling down the runway. By the time it hit us, you couldn't hear the person talking next to you inside the building. So
when they start up at the airport, it's like the kid on your block with that's bought an engine with a car around it, and he has to be out there every day, brum, 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 until this thing starts popping.
Yeah.
It was like that at the airport. When they
What's up, Mike Rose?
Hey guys,
How are you?
chilling out today.
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
Hey, how you doing, Sean?
Good, you, man?
Good, man. Just chilling. It was raining all day, so just doing some stuff around the house. Now it's sunny out and beautiful. So,
Really?
Just
Well,
yeah.
This morning,
Out here now, it's starting to make noise in the sky. There, somebody's playing with their fireworks.
no, we're supposed to have a rainstorm tonight. They claim anywhere from about 6 to 9 p.m. tonight. Supposed to be violent thunderstorms.
It started already.
It started already? Oh, yeah, you two guys are in Brooklyn. So if I open my door, I should be able to look and see the clouds over Brooklyn.
Now, if you want, Lawrence, you can put your drone up.
Yeah, right.
Hey, excuse me just a second, Lawrence. Somebody's ringing the bell.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm coming back. So, Ray, tomorrow night,
Yeah, bro.
we're on?
You want like hot butter on popcorn.
Okay, because today was really unbearable for me. In that weather, the humidity with my respiratory problem.
So is it supposed to be better tomorrow?
It's supposed to be hotter tomorrow. So by us going out tomorrow night, that'll be easier on me.
Yeah, it'll be easier on me too. Shit.
I mean, today, if you want the perfect example, I'm going to give you guys the perfect example, and you should try this. But you know the coffee stirrers, straws? They have the coffee stirrer straws.
Right.
The little tiny straws that you basically stir your coffee with. Well, they're really straws. Take a normal deep breath and go like this, and then try to inhale through that tiny straw. And that's how I feel on days with that the humidity's higher than 61%.
Wow. How long ago did you,
Or better than that, here's an even easier one. Take a rag, make it as hot as you can, and then try to breathe through it.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, well, that's
I'd rather pass, man.
that's what I have to go through on days. If the humidity's above 60, 61%, it's unbearable for me.
I'll say a prayer for you then.
Huh?
Is that even if it's cold outside?
No, now see, and the difference is when it's cold outside, I can't have the cold air in my lungs because then they contract and I can't breathe also. If you don't know what COPD is, they said it used to have 3 stages. Now they've labeled it to 4 stages. I have stage 2. First stage is you have problems, you feel like you have bronchial asthma. Second stage is extreme weather, extreme heat or extreme cold, you can't breathe. The third stage is walking around with an oxygen tank. And then the fourth stage is constant oxygen until your lungs just stop working.
Wow.
My brother-in-law has it really bad. And,
there's no
from smoking.
There's no, you're right, from smoking. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it's from. And
The
I
kicker
think
is,
about,
though, he still smokes like a chimney.
but check this out. I think about the times when I used to sit in my grandfather's lap and he smoked Chesterfields and had a beer in this hand and me on the lap in one hand. And,
That's
and
right.
that may have had a lot to do with it, but smoking myself personally.
That's right. Blame your grandfather.
Yeah, blame your grandpa.
No, he might have been.
And he ain't here to
That
defend
sounds like
himself.
good
No,
living,
he was
man.
the reason that I
Chesterfield
had
is
asthma. Okay. As I got older, you know how people say if you can go back in time, what would you do? Well, if I could go back in time, I'd smack the shit out of the first person who offered me a cigarette. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, I smoked when I was a teenager until I had, my spinal cord injury. And then I was like, no way. I'd be dead now if I smoked. So,
Yeah, well, it's not fun, but this is why I'm trying to do everything I can now, because it will come to a point where I'll either have to walk around with an oxygen tank or just freaking stay inside. So I have to get as much video and stuff out, and each year it gets worse. Herman, you remember last year when we took the hike up to Inwood Hill Park? At my expense, we were lost.
Why do we have to be weak?
Because you were with me.
You own that.
You were with me.
No.
Herman said, let's go this way up these stairs. And I was like, no, there's a path that should go this way. That path wound up turning into a 45-minute walk. And then the path turned into a dirt path this narrow.
Mike, you had to see it. We were like this. On our elbows and our knees with our drones on our back trying to get up this thing.
You have machetes.
We almost.
And the same lady jogged past us twice.
Yeah. That was funny when we were coming down. Now uphill, you know how joggers are. We asked her, or Herman asked, excuse me, can we get down to the bottom of the park from here? And she goes, she never stopped jogging. She said, oh, sure, just follow this path. Now we were halfway down the hill. She went up, disappeared. When we got to the bottom of the hill, she was coming back up again. And it just took us 45 minutes to get up to the top.
Hey, Herman, where's football camp going to be?
I got to get the address from the head coach. He's someplace upstate, not too far from here. We don't go that far.
Yeah, just right up from the city.
Yeah, we don't go too far.
Yeah.
The last time was probably took us about maybe an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours to get there. It wasn't that far.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, I'm
Brendan
looking forward to
O'Connor.
it.
Go ahead, Mike.
Syracuse University football, starts next Saturday, as a matter of fact, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I have season tickets up at the Carrier Dome.
Okay.
And for the first time in 20 years, we're ranked, in the preseason. So, we got high hopes for this year.
I'll be watching.
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Orangeman, man.
Always watching.
Only team in New York State.
It's the only team we got.
Right?
It's the only college team we got, really.
Yeah.
Syracuse?
Yeah.
Of the top schools, yeah. Because,
it's the only 1A team.
Brooklyn, all of them are double A.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought they were all in the same class, but that would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Division I, but it's double A ball. It's still good ball.
So Ray, I'm not going to ask you where we're going tonight because people watch tomorrow night because people watch the live stream and stuff. But I hope it's where we discussed. I hope it's where we discussed earlier.
Definitely, 100%. That's where we're gonna go.
Okay, all right. Because everybody and their mother, other than me, you, and Herman, have gotten shots at this place.
No, but listen, it's no problem with the interference at all. I was there this morning. It's okay.
Thank you. That's all I needed to confirm. So in other words, it was pilot error.
Oh yeah, that's why I said when you told me the story.
For you guys that don't know what's going on, there's a spot that people fly to get pictures of the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff like that. And last I heard, there was a guy there who's now 107, but he was there with a pilot, and they were hanging out. And the pilot said, I have magnetic interference. I got an error message. And the guy told him don't worry about it. It'll clear as you get higher. Now, me flying drones, I know if it says magnetic interference or error or something, you don't take off the damn ground. So the guy went to take off, and immediately his drone went into ADDI mode and slammed into the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a video of this happening too.
And then, right, and after it crashed into the building, the guy. But after it crashed into the building, the guy says, "See, I don't have any problem," and he took off with his bird.
No.
Okay, so I would tend to believe that, I don't want to mention names to incriminate anyone, but I would tend to believe that it was pilot error and pilot inexperience, because anytime you see magnetic interference, my birds don't take off with magnetic interference. I don't know how the hell he got to take off.
No, the only way you're
that area in general is all magnetic interference. I mean, it's bad.
The whole New York City is magnetic, man.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah, well, no.
There you go.
No, Ray is right. For you guys that don't know, there are places in Manhattan that are 15 to 20 stories below ground. We're talking subway, steam pipes, electrical, inch hatches.
Wow. Yeah,
just about all over the city. You would be surprised.
Old subway tracks that aren't being used anymore.
You got old buildings. Remember, you tried to go in one of my buildings, we couldn't even get the magnet off. Remember?
Yeah.
Fairway building.
I remember 2 years ago, maybe before Five Borough, Herman and I were.
Hold it, before we named a move after you?
Yeah, way before that. Herman and I went to I think to this spot that you're talking about, and we tried taking off, and same thing, we couldn't take off.
Actually, no, but it's close to there. If it's where I think you're talking about.
Okay, is it that other place where I had a couple of meetups with people and I brought people to?
Probably.
I'll say one thing. It's on the east side of the Brooklyn Bridge in Brooklyn.
Oh, wow.
If the Brooklyn Bridge is facing north,
FYI,
bridge is facing north-south, it's on the east side of the Brooklyn Bridge.
That shot, by the way, that shot that you saw, the portrait shot of the young lady?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, at that location, I had a park ranger come up to me and say that I had to take down my tripod.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they don't like people with tripods in parks because they think it's a professional operation going on.
You know, that's
right. Well, actually, but I could see in a way what they're talking about, because somebody could trip over it. Let's say a little kid running and trips and falls.
Well,
it could happen.
Shouldn't be running.
But the easy way to do it is just don't have the tripod.
So if he runs into your leg, it's okay?
I'm sorry?
So if he runs into your leg, it's okay?
So what do you do, Ellie? Use like a monopod or something, or
based on what?
No, the flash wasn't allowed at all. They said it's a professional operator. There was 3 of us there. I mean, like, we had somebody helping her out as far as makeup.
What it is, the city wants you to apply for a permit to take pictures and or shoot video.
No.
They
claim it's a private park. It's not under the control of the city.
Really?
That's a crock of bull.
Private park. That's what they said. They said it's a private park.
Okay, so if it's not city and it's not state, then who owns it?
It's owned by it's owned by the property, by the developers of the property.
Okay, the next question I'd have, Elliot, who was it that approached you?
It was a park ranger.
Okay, did he have a green shirt? Did he have a green shirt or a white shirt?
The beige shirt.
Green.
Green? Okay.
Yeah.
They can issue tickets.
He's a CPW. He's not even a ranger. He's a CPW.
Yeah, but they can still issue tickets.
Not the cleaner. What are you gonna get your ticket for?
The same garbage happened with me at Domino Park as well.
I think it's you, Elliot.
It's me, man.
Because I be in Domino's all the time. I be at all these places. I don't have no problem. So
Yeah, but I'm there front and center with two tripods, lighting, and everything. So
you're drawing attention to
Okay,
yourself.
see, you look like you're about to shoot a damn movie. That's
That's
yeah,
what it is.
exactly.
That's why you got problems. That's why you got problems.
Yeah, they would hate for you to set up and then a flash mob breaks out and you out there videoing everybody dancing in the park.
No, I got somebody holding a reflector. I got a bounce flash going with the umbrella. I got the whole thing going.
You're lucky they didn't help you pack the hell up.
They more or less we did. We had to move.
Wow.
They come out on my pee all the time. Oh, can we take a few shots? I'm like, go ahead, no problem. But they bring in flash cards. They bring in cue cards. I'm like, time out. You taking pictures?
You just asked to take pictures, right?
All this extra stuff. I need $1,000 now. I need
to film a movie for free.
Yeah. I had him with the liability insurance. I need $1,000. That's it.
You see, I got this one after they chased me out.
I know her. I know her.
You know her? Where do you know her from?
Is there an address you can
You messing with a G right here, B.
Ray, hey Ray, is there an address you can tie her to? I need
you can tie her up more than to an address, right, Ray?
Do I need
That was a nice shot, though, Ellie. That was a nice shot of her.
Thank you.
No, you
Thank
didn't
you.
hear, Ray.
That's it.
Guys, I gotta wrap it up.
All right. All right, Sean.
John, you have a good one.
Coming in. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys Sunday.
Do I need a bunch of singles?
All right, catch you later, Sean.
Sunday.
We'll see you guys Sunday.
Go to that meetup on Sunday?
For those guys.
Barbecue.
Hey, wait. Hold it. Get in a drop.
Before you leave.
Get in a drop.
Mr. Crowley.
You ready? You ready, guys?
Yeah.
Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by
Those
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you much, Mr. Crowley, for participating.
My pleasure, bro.
Hey, Mr. Crowley. Have a good
guys. Everybody, be good, man. Peace.
Yes, later. You know what? It's getting to the point now where you can't even sit in a city park unless you have a damn permit now. Because
or you go to Central Park at midnight.
What do you know about that, Lawrence?
What?
Remember that time we were over by what's that over there in Hunters Point?
Oh, the lady that.
No, the time before that was that me and Justin. But anyhow, we were and this guy is walking this little lap toy, little dog that looks like you can
wind
put it
it
in
up.
a box.
Looks like an oversized gerbil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's trying to get it to drink from the water fountain. I'm like, what the hell? But yet you can find two guys to go and mess with them about two drones that's sitting in a bag.
Right. Yeah, but you can take your dog to a human water fountain and just go here and
they don't say nothing.
And nobody will say a word to them.
I wanted to punt both of them right out the park.
Oh, that's the same park, Paul.
Watch it, Herman. You're going to get Peter after you.
Yeah.
That's not a dog, man.
It's not even a real dog. It's
not even a real gerbil. Matter of fact, what they should do is go after the breeder.
That's it.
Go after the people who are breeding those things.
That's true. Because have you
if you can scare it to death, it shouldn't have been bred.
Have you seen a miniature Doberman pinscher?
Yeah.
They're like this big.
Pin. Yep.
They're like this big now. Genetically, that is not supposed to be.
Oh.
It's not supposed to be. I mean, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but it was an old movie. I was maybe about 16 or 17, but it was a movie.
The Doberman Gang.
It was a movie called the Doberman Gang.
Yep.
Yeah, that was it. And they train these Dobermans. They train these Dobermans to go in and rob a bank.
Yep.
There were two named Bonnie and Clyde. There was one Dillinger. It was a really good movie, but they were all Dobermans. And the guy says, well, what happens if you don't listen to the Doberman? So I think in the movie or at some point, he says a Doberman will just rip your arm out the socket. Plain and simple. But if you haven't seen that, find it. It's called the Doberman Gang.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Especially if you're a dog lover.
I used to have a
That used to be, I remember that used to be a favorite joke back when I was a lot younger. Somebody think they were really hot shit, you know, and
Somebody dropped it.
and we would say, you know, it look good on you, and they go, no, what? A Doberman.
I'm a shepherd person. I like shepherds.
I had a Doberman like 20 years ago.
Shepherds are good. Shepherds
they
are nice,
train really well.
but after I grew up watching Lassie, so I grew up thinking. Now I was always a thinker, so every time I saw Lassie, it was a great picture, a great series, but I would sit there for hours. How does he know what the dog is saying? The dog would come running up and go, ruh, ruh, ruh. And he's on fire?
Yeah.
Ruh, ruh, ruh. You want me to follow you? You know?
It's in the script.
Better than
Jimmy
Scooby-Doo.
fell in the road.
Yeah.
Timmy and Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah.
That's another
In the
tale of a
script.
movie, but we won't go there. So, Elliot, when are you going to start giving photography classes?
Anytime you guys want.
Not
Central Park.
anytime you want. When are you going to start doing it? You should have been doing it.
Okay, Central Park Sunday. There you go.
I won't be here.
Okay, that's
Herman
why.
won't be there. And I would love to hang with you, Elliot, but because you're so bougie, you don't wake up till 9 p.m. anyway on Sunday. I mean 9 a.m.
Well, you want those golden hour shots. You don't want when sun is high
But
noon.
Sunday we do a live stream, so that's kind of out of the way.
Not everybody wakes up before it's necessary, Lawrence.
So I should stop hating because I have to get up while everyone's asleep.
Well, no, you wake up before transit even go into rush hour in the morning, and you ain't going nowhere.
I don't know. I still say Elliot's a little bougie,
The shuttle is still running when you wake up.
especially when we said we're going to Philly, and he's like, "What time you leaving?" I'm like, "Well, we're planning on leaving about 6."
That's a
I
different
can't
story.
get up that early.
Excuse me? You never told me about that.
I remember mentioning a trip to Philly.
No.
Like,
No.
actually-
You told me about 6 a.m. after you got back, man.
No, I actually.
You told
it
me
was you
6
driving.
a.m.
You were driving. You wanted to go to Philly, and you were like, "Well, I want to leave at this time." And at that time, I think, believe it or not,
Yeah, you don't want to go 6 a.m. in the morning. Who wants to go 6 a.m.?
we did it to go meet Billy. What time did we leave? Oh, it's raining outside. What time did we leave, Herman, to go meet Philly,
around 6.
Billy, Kyle, and Philly Drone Life?
Around 6-ish, we got
Yeah.
down.
I should have drove past your house and threw a rock at the window.
That would have took us out. But yo, Rick,
Yo,
Lawrence wakes up and then wakes up the rooster.
oh man.
Yeah.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah. I mean,
Damn.
I believe the early bird catches the worm. Do you know how many times I've gone out flying,
yeah.
and by the time people were waking up, I was back home editing already? Is it raining out there? Because it's pouring out here.
It just stopped on our end. The sun just popped back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that when I go upstate, Lawrence, because if you don't,
You see it out there?
the wind will
Yeah.
pick up.
It's raining.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
It's raining out there. It's raining.
It just passed me.
There you go.
Wow. The sun is
It's raining.
out. Well, see,
You
I
guys,
I live in
you
a
guys know we
basement
have the
apart.
state fair.
What'd you
here in
say, Mike?
Syracuse, right?
Well, the cool thing is maybe there'll be a rainbow afterwards, so I may want to go get
Well,
a
the
shot at it.
sun is peeking through the clouds right now, but the drain in front of my door has about 1.5 inches of water in it. So,
Somebody has an iPhone.
what's
Sorry
up?
about
Welcome back, Sean.
Okay.
Don't forget, Sean, put your link, Geeksvana, and let everyone know that you're doing your first premiere live stream after this one. Okay, put the link to your channel so people know where to go and stuff like that.
Yep. Geek Savannah's on at 7.
Yes, from now on Wednesdays, and I'd like
He
to
may
know-
not. He may not be able to put a link.
Yeah,
You have to be a moderator to put a link.
Oh shoot, that's right. Herman, make Gigsvana
Oh.
mod.
I am
I
so
forgot to
smart.
mention this. What the hell?
you gotta come on the show first.
I lost my train. He was on
Out
mine.
of trouble.
He was on mine. Cut it out.
I'm thinking about that
You
stuff.
gotta come on the show first.
There was something of importance that I wanted to bring up to you guys, and I can't think of it right now. It's at the tip of my tongue, but it'll come back to me eventually.
Mhm.
I forget what the hell it was about. It was drone related.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I'm having a senior moment. Okay, all right.
But you're not senior.
One thing,
If you lived my
we
life,
got
you'd
the-
feel like you were.
Hey, hold on a second, Lawrence. Mike's trying to say something.
I just want to say, you guys know the state fair started today. It's right up here in our town. And Cuomo's coming up, I think, tomorrow. It's Governor's Day. And he's taking Amtrak. Amtrak actually stops, I think, at the fairgrounds. So
And he's going up there to try and get more money politically. I guess.
If you get a
take
chance,
more money.
boom. If you get a
By
chance.
the way, did you notice what bridge they put on the new license plates?
No.
Yes, the Tappan Z. The
You ask anybody outside the New York area, what bridge is that? Or, by the way, it's not the Tappan Z.
The
I
Brooklyn
know.
Bridge, isn't it?
Isn't it the what's the name of it?
They picked one already.
Ma-
They got 6 to pick from. They
The
picked-
Mario Cuomo. Yeah, they named it after his
Right.
father.
Mario Cuomo.
You can
Yeah.
still,
That's what they named the new
find
Tappan Z
the
Bridge?
Tappan Z.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, Mike.
Yep.
Man.
And that's why his son was in such a rush to get it finished, because
They rammed it
his
through.
father's being named after the bridge. So
Yep.
what more reason to tell him, hurry the hell up and finish my father's bridge? You know?
I think they even had to close it back down afterwards because there was issues with it.
There were a few issues with that bridge.
Right.
And by now they're supposed to have the passenger path alongside of it, where you can ride your bike across and walk across it. But they were supposed to be finished by this summer. I don't know if they actually are.
Oh, wow.
I really don't know if they actually are, and I couldn't tell you, and I really don't give a damn.
I'm flying. I'm flying.
And there's just an update. Anybody know what happened with Mike and his drone? Did Xavier, was he able to get him a new one?
First of all, that story, Mike and his drone, Xavier was on Ken Heron. You may have missed it. And
Ate him up.
they ate him alive because Ken Heron was like,
Yeah.
what do you think was the reason this happened? Look at Herman, 1-2 punch.
They had,
1-2.
they had him
He
with
was
the
going
fork.
like that. So
Checking his heart. Done.
Sticking him. He's done.
it actually
I got a call from somebody to say, watch, Xavier's going to be on. Oh, boy, you're not going to want to miss it.
His YouTube fans dropped after that. They don't believe his ass no more.
believe it or not,
Now
I
you want to
think-
be Captain.
Believe it or not, I think he might have lost a few subscribers after,
He
because
did.
Ken Heron asked him,
Well, I hope
so
not.
do you think it was pilot error or DJI? And he
No.
went into this rant about different stuff. He
Xavier.
did not answer the question.
Xavier is totally against DJI. He's playing DJI all the way.
But he wanted to talk about how tight the airspace was in New York, and you
Bruh.
cannot make excuses for flying through your
Bruh.
temporary flight restriction.
That shit's been up for days.
So-
It was up for days.
So,
Thing was,
so what happened? What was the end result on that? Did he get his drone?
I
Or?
don't know.
He
So
getting
we don't know because he just dropped the story. And from what I heard, I did see Xavier post something that DJI did respond and say we're looking into it.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
that's
tell you
it.
right now, every person that's in this room right here has flown a drone before, and every person in this room also knows, as Ken told him, no fly zones don't just pop up.
Nope.
And also, original Gobo Original Dobo.
Dobo said that it was a no-fly already.
Hold on, he did a
He
video.
went to the no-fly zone. He started before that shit.
Original Ken Adobo did a rebuttal to Xavier's video and him being on Ken Herron's show. And Original Adobo basically said, you had to be some kind of special stupid to be flying and look at your map.
That's what he said.
And look at your map and see.
That was his quote, yeah.
So I would like to hope that he got his drone back, but I seriously don't think so, because the subject was dropped like a hot potato.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I question two things. You know.
By the way, excuse me for interrupting you, just real quick though. He did gain subscribers after that.
He gained subscribers because of what you call clickbait.
Right, but then when they realized the story was fake, he lost some.
That's what it was.
Oh, he did. Ah,
that's what happened.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what happened there. I'm just saying, if it was temporary flight restriction, I don't know how his drone even took off in the area. One, and two,
what drone did he have?
Well, it was a
Phantom 4.
Well, Phantom 4 Pro, Advanced, Plus.
It doesn't matter.
No, it do matter, because the other ones you need, with that one with the screen on, you gotta have Wi-Fi signal in order to see your maps. All right, unless you tether your map before you go out there and sync it and save it. Other than that, you can't see that.
But no, not true.
It is, because I can show you right now.
Believe it or not, hold on. My Samsung tablet that I have, okay, G-Pad, a G10, X, whatever it is, I can see no-fly zones without cell service. And you know how? Because the drone sees it.
Yeah, but it won't update that location though.
That's true.
It caches the information.
That's it.
It caches the information.
But it doesn't update the TFR.
No, it doesn't. But my point is, like Brendan O'Connor said, your drone cannot take off in no-fly zones. Well, Brendan O'Connor didn't take off in a no-fly zone. He flew into it.
Right. Okay.
Right, but if you listen to what Original Dobo said.
But hold on, Herman. If you remember when we were up there and I said I can't go closer to the bridge, I hit the same no-fly zone and it was like a brick wall. I didn't go into auto land or nothing like that. I could not go any further. I backed up and got up ramming speed and still came to a dead stop. And then
by the way, did you notice he was only flying for about 3 or 4 minutes? There was still about 20-something minutes on the battery
Ken Adobo,
when he crashed.
Ken Adobo in his video said, had he shown the full video, the full video shows that he was flying during a no-fly zone.
And that shit was up hours before he flew.
Tell you,
right.
He also reported that from his investigation when speaking to people that he knew with DJI, you get a return to home warning where the bird makes an attempt to return to home. Once you cancel that, you are inviting the auto land.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because that happened to Tom Bassimo too. Tony Bassimo, remember?
Yeah.
They did. He canceled it when they told him the aircraft would return home in 10 seconds. He canceled.
Yeah.
And also, he tried to get some extra shots during that cancellation. No way you're gonna make it back. When that drone tells you that, you have exactly that to get back.
Well, there's the reason that also this dude Mike had went down is because if you look at the video, his battery was at 22%, which means if you changed it from stock settings, which is 30, 35%, I happen to know that this guy Mike was flying with certain individuals 1 or 2 weeks before that, and individuals lowered their low battery status
10%,
20%.
Yeah, some of them at 10%, Lawrence.
Okay, so if your battery critical is at 15, 20%, and you're a mile away, guess what?
Exactly.
And especially since Big Mac is right, Road Crew. Hey, what's up, Joe Smokehouse and Barbecue? Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. My problem is you can lower your battery level, low LBC to whatever you want. But if you're going to lower it to 20%, 15%, 10%, and then fly your bird a mile away, a half a mile away, and then it says time to go home and you cancel it.
So the used comes stock at 20. It comes at 30 and 10 for critical.
Where are you going, Paul?
Hello, Val.
I'm getting ready for a ship run.
Oh, okay. I see the hat going on.
Yep, getting ready for the ship run.
I see the flying hat going on, so
Yep.
he's got to be going somewhere.
And I got my ID on. Yep.
I gotta get out there, Paul.
Big Matt goes splash, splash, 22% mile away, splash, splash, splash. What's up, Drone Shots? Welcome back. Hey, Val.
I keep my low value.
You get an invite, but ignore the invite from Herman and take mine.
Hey, Val.
Herman's sending you to a bogus show. It's not even on.
Don't listen to him, Val. What happened was Lawrence messed something up.
On his computer while I was at work. Check it out. Go ahead, finish.
I'm going to. Lawrence said, Lawrence said, hit this, hit that, hit this, and hit that. And guess what? Nothing happened, Val. Nothing.
It's called sabotage.
So we had to start a new meeting from scratch. That's why he sends out the invite.
You did get an invite from me, Val. So if you can make it or you're still at work, we appreciate you coming in anyway.
Val, you can stop in and say hello.
What time is the ship, Paul?
It's about 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, so how long does it take you to get there?
5 minutes.
Oh, shoot.
And where you going?
Yeah, the storm went by. It actually, storm went by, lost internet for a few. Oh, okay. Because it just stopped raining, and as you can see, it's getting brighter and brighter. All these clouds are passing, and the sun is back out again.
Yeah, Elliot, I live about a mile to a mile and a quarter away from where I shoot my shit video.
Oh, there's Val.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
It came, I got it.
You did?
You got the filter?
It's my dinner.
Right.
That big bag for that filter?
Little filter, yeah.
You gotta protect it.
But they wonder why America's losing so
Open it up.
Well,
Open it up.
This is plastic in your rain and plastic in your fish.
Hold on. Val, Val gets off on opening packages.
Oh, yeah.
Open it for
Elliot.
her fix.
Yep, that's me. Thank you very much, man. That's my Uber guy. He brought me my food.
Hey,
nice.
Ask him, does he deliver the Far Rockaway?
Got dinner.
Oh,
Dinner.
nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Val, it's a filter for shooting at night.
Yeah. A filter for shooting at night is a night filter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. This is why Herman, me, and Ray.
Oh, you got the Freewell night filters. Nice. Nice. It takes away all that grayish color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Freewell,
you said the Freewell screws on, right?
Yes, it goes on the threads.
Yeah, the one that I have slides over the UV filter. I'm gonna have to put shades on soon to close this door.
Hey, Paul.
What is it, like $30?
I'm tracking a ship, Val.
You would not believe the great price I got on this.
How much?
$20.
20.
Nice.
What?
Have you shot with
Hey,
the
Joe
cat?
Cowper.
No, not yet.
Tomorrow night, Elliot.
Brendan O'Connor.
Let's
see. Drone shots.
Tomorrow
Nice
is
seeing
what?
you.
Tomorrow is Wednesday. No, tomorrow's Thursday. Thursday with those guys.
What the hell are you talking about? Didn't you just get food delivered?
Yeah.
He's heading back home to munch.
I'm like, wait a minute. He got food delivered, but he's walking down the hallway.
You get Cohen back. He met him down at the front door.
Oh, okay.
I met him downstairs because they can never find my apartment.
See, now I need shades.
Hey, what else? Who?
Hello, Herman.
Elliot. Hold on a second.
Yes.
Did you hear anything about LMBs moving?
L&B moving? No.
Somebody told me they're supposed to be moving. I'm like, what kind of blasphemy is that?
I don't know what L&B's is.
It's Spumoni Gardens. It's a pizza place. But
Oh,
the
okay.
Farrow closed. You heard about
Well,
the
that's
Farrow?
because of the taxes, but
Right.
Yeah, I heard about that on the news
I don't
this
understand
morning.
how a guy that's selling pizza before it's made can't pay his taxes.
By the way, they don't accept credit cards. It's strictly cash.
Well, they did say,
$5 a slice.
yeah.
One slice. $5.
Yes.
Yeah, but you
People
guys-
$40.
Elliot looks
you
unhappy.
guys in New York, your slices are this big, aren't they? I mean, that's a
No, man. You don't know. This guy's pizza is orgasmic. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's really
Put it
good.
this way, he
But
was
the
shut
line's
down.
going around the block. He's selling it before it's made.
He was shut down, Paul. Once before, Paul, he was shut down for not paying taxes. The people in the neighborhood
No,
paid the taxes.
no. Wrong.
Who paid?
Wrong.
Who paid?
He was shut down. He was shut down for health violations.
Oh, that's what it was. I thought it was for taxes.
Yeah. No, because he has his own garden. He grows his own herbs in the back.
and that's not okay with them, right?
No, it's not. No, that was it. He was doing his own basil. They didn't like that.
Basil?
You know what it is? You know what it is? Something about when the cat jumps over the fence. They don't like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
yeah.
But it sweetens the basil.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
when I had saw it on the news and they said it was the
I know.
second time being shut down,
Hey,
I
Herman.
assumed that was for taxes as well. But you say it was because it was for another reason. Okay.
He
Growing
was
his own
growing
garden.
organic products that he was using in the commercial.
Well, let me tell you, if you come to New York and you eat pizza here in New York, I can say one thing. When you leave New York and you look at pizza, Herman and I went to Atlantic City. You guys remember we did that?
Oh God.
How do you walk into a pizza place and don't smell pizza? They were serving people pizza over the counter. People were in there eating, and I didn't smell one stitch of pizza. Now something's wrong with that. Herman and I looked at each other and turned and walked the hell back.
Did you at least go to the White House when you were there in AC?
No.
You didn't go to the White House? Oh,
No,
that's institutional, man.
I didn't. I know nothing about the White House.
The White House is a sub shop.
Vala's in the chat or in the panel.
Well, Lawrence doesn't do well with sub shops, do you, Lawrence? I mean, I heard about what happened to your first trip to Philadelphia.
Well, that's because now check this out. The tourist bureau, the tourist bureau tells you if you go to Pat's or Geno's for Philly cheesesteak, which Geno's has a bathroom, Pat's doesn't. And Pat's is the original Philly cheesesteak place. We had not eaten all day. Billy Collis going, can we eat? Can we eat? I'm hungry. I want to eat. And he wasn't crying like that, but every time we flew somewhere, he was like, come on, you guys ready to go get something to eat? And we were like, but we want to fly. So he was like, okay, we went to second spot. Then he's like, yo, I'm getting hungry. We want to eat. We're like, okay. We went to Pat's. The tourist bureau warns you that if you eat a Philly cheesesteak for the very first time, you should be near a bathroom. I didn't
So I didn't want to say this, Novice,
I didn't get the notification.
but when I went to Philly and had my very first cheesesteak, I think it was at Pat, and they used Cheese Whiz, right? A big thing, like almost like a Cheese Whiz thing.
Yeah, you have to know how to order
And
it.
yeah. And I'm looking, going, yeah.
You have to say with or
But-
without, or else they just
Yeah.
put
You
that
gotta
to-
choose your type of cheese, and then it's with or without after.
Right.
Yeah. And
Like-
then I ate that whole sub. I did not have this problem you had.
That's because you're used to eating a Philly cheesesteak.
No, I'm not. I don't live in Philly. I live in Idaho.
Let me
Hey,
explain
Lawrence,
something.
are you
But
ever
hold
allowed
on.
back into that Walmart again?
I think he has a tender stomach.
No, I don't have a damn tender stomach. Put it out, Val.
That's what it's.
Well, no, you know what it is. Do you have your gallbladder?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
No, that's what it sounds like. But no, a lot of people have that problem.
Herman explained to me exactly what it was. When you're out all day
If you
and
don't
you're only
eat
drinking fluids and you have not eaten anything, the first piece of food that goes in you
it's going.
pushes everything out.
You
Oh,
get
what
too
you
much
put the light
water
in
in
your
your
face,
stomach
Lauren?
and in your intestines.
Hey
What
guys,
happened,
I gotta
Ray?
run.
That's what you put the light all in your face now. Now you squinting and shit. Like,
Because the
It's
sun
okay.
is out again, man.
He's
I
on
don't
the
even
beach.
have light on here. Look, there's no lights on here. The sun is coming.
Bye, Paul. You
The
have fun.
rainstorm is over. Paul, have fun. Fly safe.
Hey, you bet we're gonna
Take care,
have,
Paul.
we're gonna get that ship.
I'm gonna
Watch
fly
for it.
football.
But Val,
You guys,
I could say what happened to you didn't happen to you because you have a cast iron stomach. All right, I'll admit. You have a cast.
I
Val,
just think your stomach is tender. It says, no, don't feed
no,
me
Val,
that.
that makes sense.
Just give me pudding. Pudding in like mashed potato or something.
Give them pudding, huh?
Okay, Val. All right, go ahead. Have your little fun now. But I'm going to tell you, if I had not found a bathroom, what place was that we went into, Elliot, that I went into?
CVS, I think. I think it was CVS.
You would have saw on the
Yes.
news, man takes a crap in between clothes at CVS.
We bought the CVS, man.
Because
Huh?
no lie, literally, Val, you have to go to the bathroom when you break out in a sweat. All right, no lie, seriously. And she could see in my eyes the sincerity. And I told her, if you don't open that bathroom right now, I'm gonna go between those clothes right there. And they were closing the store.
Oh, you know I missed
Wait a minute.
flipping here.
Hey,
Eddie
big
knew that.
man.
She goes, wait a minute, let me
Yeah.
call the manager. So apparently the manager gave her the code. She walks over to the door. Teet, teet, teet. Dah. It didn't work. I'm like, oh God, I'm dying here. Jose's like, yo, man,
That's it.
right? I was dripping sweat. It was pouring off of me. And then she goes
It's like a
and
James
calls back,
Bond movie, man.
and he gives her the right
Code.
code. I guess she said, he just told me he's going to shit on the floor if you don't let him in there. Plain and simple.
You
But I
know,
will never.
hey Val, you were talking about how the cheese whiz was coming out of the can.
Yeah.
That would have been Lawrence.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't, because I would have grabbed a dress or something, whatever was on the rack, cleaned up, and got the hell out of
You'd
there.
have been on the phone to the police, and the rest of it would have been on your pants as you was getting beat out of the
Man,
store.
man arrested, New Yorker arrested in CVS for pooping between clothes. It would have been on the news. That's right. And I would have
Could have
told
just
him
gone
plain
into
and
the
simple.
subway.
I would have told
You
him.
could have just gone into the subway and
Dude.
it would have been
I
fine.
wouldn't have made it to the subway.
Hey, going where?
Well, that's where all the homeless are. They're down in that subway.
Man, please. I probably would have got kicked out of there.
You know
But
what?
let's just say,
In a pile for
Val,
you.
it wasn't a funny moment. It really wasn't. That was the first time I was stuck somewhere where I had to go to the bathroom, and unbeknown to me, on Sunday, everything in Philly closes at 7 p.m.
It's
So
closed.
actually, Lawrence, I understand that if you went and you had gotten duct tape and just duct taped the end of your pants leg, you would have been fine.
Val, you're nasty. That's
I was
nasty.
thinking champagne cork, but okay, that one works.
Okay,
Val,
so
do you duct tape it to your socks or your skin?
all right, Matt, calm down with the poopy faces.
Yeah.
That's right, clean up in aisle 3. It would have been a cleanup, all right.
That would have been funny on the news, though. Tonight's lead story.
You know? Then I would have had to go tell your wife what happened.
I know, I'm bad.
That's
Go
the
back,
hard
Kate.
part. I'd have been like,
Val, you're not helping the situation here.
well, it hit him across the eyebrows when they came into the store. The cops hit him across the eyebrows, and then they tased him because they thought that he was jumping bad at them. And then I ran to call you.
Oh, that's what you would have told my wife?
Oh
I
yeah,
got tased and bust across the eyebrow with a flashlight?
yeah. You should see it. You take some ice when you go get them.
So
is
what did you guys
stupid.
say earlier? Geeks Vana's going live after this?
Yes, Geeks Vana
Yeah.
has a new live stream after Wednesday nights with those guys at 7 p.m. He put the link in the chat. I should have copied it, but he will be going live.
Right.
Is he using Zoom? What is he using? Because
I think he uses Zoom and OBS.
he did 2 tests yesterday, but he deleted them, so I couldn't see what the quality was or anything. He deleted them before they even posted. But I did see Geeks Vana live, and then a few seconds afterwards, it went off, and I was like, well, damn! I popped in to show him some support, and he's not even on. But it did say test.
Yeah, it was a test.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So he's gonna do
Yeah.
like a live news.
he worked out all issues and stuff.
Hey, Justin.
Justin,
Woo, sorry I'm late.
what's good, man?
Hey,
Gotta
Justin.
sneak in for the last 10 minutes.
Justin, all I'm gonna say are 4 motors with ESCs.
Oh, I gotta come there. But you know, the torrential downpour just passed.
It just stopped. Yeah.
Yeah.
It did just stop. You're right about that. So what's up, Justin? How are you?
Goes down for
I'm good. I'm good.
Yo, Jess, man, I never heard no more for you about that thing. What's good?
What thing?
You know what I'm talking about.
I'll hit you up later.
Okay, no
Oh,
doubt.
yeah, Ray. Yes, I have to speak to you about that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. Must talk, man.
Hey,
What's up, everyone?
Nothing,
Justin,
man. What's up with you with your 5
Oh,
borough
Elliot,
shirt
too.
on?
Elliot over there stuffing his face. What do you eat, Elliot?
Woo-hoo.
Elliot will be asleep in
Mike
2
Roach?
minutes.
What's up, Mike? Anyone?
he's eating, look like chicken wings and French fries.
Hey, Mike Roach. Mike.
Yeah.
I think Synthroids is supposed to get a hold of you for doing a dinner or something in a month or 2. I may join him. You think you want to do that?
Yeah, I'd be good for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You going for dinner?
I want that steak where we got before.
That sounds good to me. I love that place. You know, and yeah, well, 2 months from now will be what, October?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's something.
Very
You're
beginning,
going
I
back up
think.
to Canada, right?
October,
Might be, yeah.
Just
Huh?
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to Syracuse.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Hey,
So
Val,
Mark's going to help me
Hey,
with
Val.
stuff.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should stop in New York and visit Herman.
Here we go.
You know what? If you don't have a stronger stomach, I can't come see you.
I said Herman, not me. Herman. You know, Phantom Flight 101?
And I don't want to have lunch with Pizza Rat.
Here we go.
The only way you can have lunch with Pizza Rat is if you take your pizza into the subway and drop it on the ground. A rat will come and pick it up.
Or take her to a Staten Island Yankees game because that's also their nicknames.
Hey, so
And he also steals your chicken if you just try to have a nice little piece of chicken. I don't like that.
so
My
did
stomach's strong,
anyone
but it
get
isn't
their-
that strong.
Have you ever gone to a game over there, Elliot?
Staten Island, no. I've gone to Coney Island.
Oh no, I'm saying if you ever go to the stadium over there in Staten Island, there's 2 parking lots in the area, but it's like walking to the building across the street to get to it. The hills
What
are
do you
so
mean?
crazy. The hills are crazy over there.
There's Staten
So-
Island. Once you get off the ferry, it's straight uphill.
In case anybody wanted to know, Geeksylvania he got a hold of Walmart and all that, and he got some new news, he said, that he's going to be talking about on his channel. I did finally get my money back, but they kept my money for like 5 days.
Oh wow! So yeah, that's the
So-
limit thing that they can hold it.
That was probably while they fired everyone who was involved.
You know what?
So
I hope
did
they,
anyone actually get their stuff, or everyone
No.
got their money back?
Not that
No,
we-
nobody got a $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 drone for $50.
But what they
Yeah,
did
'cause
get,
I asked
their
Paul-
credit card hacked. That's what they got, their credit card hacked.
I didn't
asked
use
Paul,
a
and
credit
Paul said he got
card.
his money back.
Yeah, everybody got their money back, and I think you know what? And they purged it. They didn't cancel the orders. They just purged them like it never
They just
happened.
wiped it out like it never happened.
Yeah,
It just never ever happened.
I mentioned earlier the reason they purged it was because that way they could totally delete any information. And if they were brought up on a lawsuit, they would say, well, we purged it. We don't have this information.
No. You know what they did? They did like Will Smith. They took out the pen. They said, you see the light? There at the light. Boom. Just forget it.
So I have all my
Xanos did
paperwork.
in the end game, snap the finger like Xanos.
Right?
I gotta park my car in the garage. You know, if I leave it on the street, I get a ticket.
Oh, la di da. Can't leave your car in the street. That's
Yeah, they know he lives there now, so
no,
they look after it.
that's what happens when you live in the suburbs. Get a ticket.
Them white neighborhoods, they get you.
Because Anthony Charles came to my house and he's like, man, I gotta get out of here. It looks too rich over here. I was like,
It looks too what?
Too rich over here.
Yeah, any place you can't park your car in the street overnight, I'd be worried about.
Well, there's certain parts of Brooklyn you can't park your car in the street.
Brandon O'Connor said that media says they honored it. Brandon O'Connor, Walmart did not honor any sale to anyone who made a purchase of a $4,000 drone for $50. They purged their system and they gave everyone their money back within the last 2 to 3 days. My only problem is, Rick Halbert, what order? Yeah, DJI.
Yeah, exactly.
Made a mistake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What order?
Exactly, Rick.
What
That's
order?
what it is. By purging it, it's like, what order?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny that while all this was going on, there were certain live streams saying, hey, this is a bunch of crap. This never happened. Or this company didn't do it.
But see,
And I got to tell you.
Here's the other way. You know, like in Star Wars, like, these aren't the drones you're looking for.
That's right.
Go away.
Look at this hand, not at this one. Because this actually.
These aren't the drones you're looking for.
Yeah, I had to keep all my stuff so I could be sure in case anything came of it, I could send it in. But I didn't really expect to get it. But I was hoping I could get one and send it to Roger.
That's funny. I mean, Macy's always, if they ever mark something wrong, they would always honor the price that they marked it.
Yeah.
That would always be, Macy's always did that.
Yes.
Walmart bigger than Macy's, man.
Macy's wouldn't do that.
Now, Walmart bigger than Macy's now.
Macy's would never do that.
Walmart is the largest retail family in the States.
The world right now, besides
in the world, I would.
Well, you don't remember when
they're the second largest retailer.
So who's
you have
first?
Amazon
right?
is first, Walmart is second. Amazon first, Walmart second.
Who?
Amazon
sells shipping and handling, bro.
That's why I'm shipping and handling. So that's not the same. I'm talking about that IKEA guy. That guy's up there.
No. Not like Amazon, but they're not like Amazon and Walmart.
Amazon sells shipping and handling.
That's all they do, shipping and handling. That's all Amazon does.
But they are the largest retailer. They are the largest retailer.
Yeah, but that guy got a magazine in 50 different countries, man. That's huge, man.
Well, my question is, if someone paid to have the drone shipped overnight from Walmart, how come they didn't ship out if it was overnight? So that's kind of weird because you would figure a day or two that should have been shipped out already.
Yeah.
Well, Herman mentioned something.
All I know is
Herman was saying
true. It ain't true.
But Herman was saying that.
But I was hoping, Mike. I was hoping a little bit.
He had hoped it wasn't a credit card scam.
Well, let me tell you what I did. I ended up taking everything out of my checking and putting it into my savings because I used my debit to do it. And I thought, well, what if it was? I didn't think it was, but I thought, you know what? I don't think my mortgage company would be understanding about. I thought I was going to get a drone for $40 that was worth $4,000, so I can no longer pay you.
Which drone was it that they were doing this for?
The Inspire 2.
Inspire 2.
Inspire 2.
Somebody came into Canadian Drone Hub, from what I understand, a Coreyman.
They had Mavic cameras and everything.
Now, Elliot, on this link, it had an Inspire 2 for, what was it, $50, $50.
Well, one was $17.99, one was $29, and the $42 one is one I got. The $42 one came with less stuff than the $17.99 one
Right.
did. So
Right.
I thought, you know, why be
Well, I'll
greedy?
be. I made purchases online that were price mistakes. Like there's this website called Slick Deals, for instance, where they'll post like a price mistake. And I've ordered a couple of times, and you get the email from Amazon. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a mistake, and like exactly like this. That's happened before to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look,
It's
guys,
not-
it's 7:01 now. Geeks Vaughn is about to go live. So
I was going to tell you that. We're running out of time here.
Good times.
Well,
Good times on the way.
well, everybody,
Well,
it's been
Justin.
real.
hold
Yep.
on. Yo, Justin, tomorrow night filter. I'm not going to say no more. In Brooklyn.
Let's go. I'll take the big bird out.
You gonna bring your Inspire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring the other bird just in case,
Um,
man. Bring the other one
I'm
just in
gonna
case we
bring
get
the-
picked
I'm
off.
gonna
No, I would not bring that other bird, man. I would
The
Keep it-
Inspire would
keep it
draw
low
a
key.
crowd.
Keep it low key
I'm
over
saying
there.
bring the other bird that don't bring the Aspire. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it in the
Yeah,
car.
I mean,
Listen,
there's-
Jess, bring it and put it in the car. We're gonna go to another location where you can fly it to there.
All
Right,
I'll
after
bring
that.
everything.
I'm bringing all my birds, all three. of them.
Anyway, I'll send you information immediately. He
And
just
tomorrow I
went
should
live.
get the.
Geeks Vaughn is live now, and he has the Walmart update.
Okay.
I
Well,
just got an alert.
Ooh, all right.
Cool.
all right.
Okay, guys, listen, I got to get back to work. I'll
Okay,
try to get
Valerie.
back in there if I can.
Okay.
Okay, love you guys.
See you later.
Girl, everybody.
Take care, pal. Be well, hon.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody in the chat for coming in and hanging out with those guys. It was an interesting day, even though I didn't get to finish the report on the FAA with the beyond visual line of sight. But we did have a good conversation here today. Talked about
Well, that you leave it as a teaser for Sunday.
no problem.
Yeah, Sunday we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
So thank everybody in the panel for stopping in and hanging out. And I'd like to tell you guys over in the chat, make sure you check each other's channels out, support each other. That's the only way this community can grow.
Can I put Geeks Vonner's channel?
Yes, please put it up.
I'm actually pulling it up right now. Hold on.
Yeah, he's in a 2-minute countdown.
He's live now. Hold on. Copy. Here's the channel where we're going to. If anyone wants to join us, feel free. Go ahead, Herman. I'm sorry.
Okay. So like I said, and for you guys in the chat, we'll see you on Sunday night with those guys. Anybody got anything else to say?
No, that's it, brother.
Okay.
Check me out on Instagram, by the way. Elliot825 on Instagram.
All right. And I'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101 with those guys.